friends, my name is Dominic, and if you're coming back, well, obviously welcome back to my channel. Now, if you've been living under a rock, how unfortunate for you, but that is okay because I want to talk about this amazing show that I just watched. It's called 13 Reasons Why. Now, if you don't know what the show is about, it's about a girl named Hannah Baker, and unfortunately she did commit suicide, and throughout the whole show, she talks about the 13 reasons why she did it. Can't stop talking about it. Even when I'm at work or I'm with friends, it's just the first question that pops into my mind is that, have you watched 13 Reasons Why? Now, you're asking why I'm making a 13 Reasons Why video. Well, besides talking about it, I wanted to put my own positive spin to 13 Reasons Why and talk about the 13 most influential people in my life in the most positive way. So the first person I'm going to talk about is, her name is Rochelle Grace. Now, this girl has been my best friend since I was in 3rd grade and when I first moved here to California. You see, I was originally from New York, upstate New York actually, and then me and my family moved to California, up north in San Francisco, right by the East Bay, and this little village town called San Lorenzo. I moved into the same neighborhood as her, and the first time we actually met through an ice cream truck. We both ran for it, and then we paid for the ice cream, and from that point on, she actually just became my best friend. And from that point, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th, 11th, 12th, and through college, she and I have been together ever since. So Rochelle, if you're watching this, know that you have such an impact in my life, and I admire you for all the things you've done and accomplished in life also, because watching you grow to this strong, independent, and WOKE woke woman, it's absolutely admirable, and I love you so much. Mwah. Number 2 person, her name is Bridget. Now, Bridget is the sassiest, most powerful, and God, how do I even describe Bridget? I actually met her following from Rochelle. We all met in 3rd grade, and when Bridget and I were in a class together, I accidentally stole a piece of a snowflake donut. It was like something that we made in class. And then from that point on, she was actually mad at me, and I got in trouble with the teacher. Bridget is one of the most influential people in my life, and she's number 2 because she teaches me to love myself and also to not give a crap about what people think. And she constantly reminds me to always push to do better in life and to also focus on myself, and don't pay attention to petty AF boys because I know they can get very tedious. But I love Bridget so much, and that's my number 2. So number 3 is going to be my BEBF. That stands for bestest best friend, and her name is Kathleen. We call her Nene. I actually met her in 6th grade back in 2005. And she actually thought I was annoying because me and one of my really good friends were always in the back of the class, like talking out loud and not paying attention in class, but who doesn't, right? Nene, she was there when I first came out in middle school. She was actually one of the first girls that I came out to. At the time, it was around 2006, 2007. I came out as bisexual because around that time, it was easier to go from bisexual than just going to straight gay. Nene being there for me has obviously kept me alive, and she's shown me what kind of a great friend she is, because one time I accidentally crashed her car. Anyways, I love Nene to death, and she sings so phenomenally. She's so beautiful, and then right now she's focusing on a lot of body positivity through social media, and following that, it's just like, wow, like I'm just like watching all my friends grow up to these like strong, independent women, and I'm just like all for it. Number 4 on my 13 Reasons Why is going to be my, I declared her as my BF, best friend. This is Quay. Now, Quay is the coolest chick I ever knew in middle school. Quay is one of those girls who literally was down to do everything. Go watch movies, go to the mall, and then just uplifted everyone to just not give a crap about what people were saying and just like, go ahead and do it. Just like live your life, like who cares? But she taught me to be so brave, and I love her so much. Like literally, that girl, I have so much love for her. 5. High five for you, because Kayla, You are now on my list. She was another big sister to me. Like, Kayla is just so incredible. Absolutely incredible. I just can't even fathom how much she's accomplished in her life and how driven she is and how focused she is on herself. Kayla has like shown me nothing but what a true friend is by telling me when things are wrong in my life, when I should be doing this or doing that. I just want to thank Kayla for always being there for me and also never letting me see the darker side of things, and just making sure that I always focus on the positive and that no matter what, I can do it. Number 6. Number 6 is going to be Cassandra. Cassandra Lynn, also known as Lil B the Bay God. You were always there for me. Like, always there for me. When I thought that boys were everything in my life, like they still are. I love boys, but I love me more. There was this guy who, you know, decided to break my heart for the very first time. And I was suddenly in this dark place because I thought that no one was going to love me again. And she was like, hey, take a deep breath. I was like, drink some water. And she talked me through it. She talked me through the whole thing. And then she said that boys weren't everything and that I shouldn't even have to worry about it because obviously there are like a million boys in the world. Cassie, I will always love you and I'm always here for you. And thank you for always being there for me. Number 7 of 13. This person I met 3 years ago. Her name is Corinne. Wow, like what? Oh my god. Corinne and I have been through it all. Me and Corinne actually met during my college program in Florida, and we hit it off so fast. And she was my best friend from like that point on. 3 years later, she's just this like kick-ass, like fire woman, and I'm so obsessed with her. Even my roommate is obsessed with you. Oh my god, did I just say that out loud?
I hate you.
I literally can't wait to see what we're gonna become because we are on the right path no matter what anyone tells us. And you were meant to be my friend and I was meant to be yours, and we are each other's rocks, and that's never gonna change. My 8th person in this video is going to be BR Lighter. If you guys don't know who that is, it's Brian Ross. Brian just showed me absolute love. Like, I never thought that I could experience love like that from another guy until I met him. Brian gave me all the fantasies that I like basically checked off on my list about like what it's like to be a great boyfriend, but he wasn't my boyfriend, he was just my best friend at the time, and what it's like to just be cared for. So Brian, thank you so much for loving me. I know I've said that for probably every person, but obviously that's why you guys are in this video. But thank God you did, and thank God you showed me the ways of what it's like to be loved by another person unconditionally in ways that I only ever dreamed of. A girl worth fighting for. I can't sing that well, but 9 out of 13 reasons is going to be Diana. I met Diana in Florida when she was working at Epcot. Diana, man, thank you so much for introducing me to all of the new and wonderful friends from Florida. And because of you, I have such a solid foundation there. And now over here, when you move back to California, I just followed you right back because that's how much I'm in love with you. It's constant how good we are when we root each other on. Watching each other grow, it's like an incredible gift that not a lot of people can provide for their friends. I kind of miss you already, even though you like live down the street. Okay, I love you, bye. Now my 10th reason out of the 13th is going to be Ricky Reyes, my freaking other half. Absolutely incredible man. Absolutely incredible. I get so excited talking about you because I love you so dang much. Me and Ricky actually met during a college program audition, and we both made it to the final round. And obviously he made it into entertainment and I made it back here in Disneyland. He has so many ways to twist things into such positive outcomes that it's like I've taken some of that aspect from Ricky and then applied it onto my life, because at the end of the day, it's always just going to be you and yourself. And Ricky has done that so well in teaching me and my friends to live so unapologetically. God, I can't talk. So Ricky, man, thanks for being there, always. So the 11th reason now is going to be one of my hometown SBF. We made that. I was his GBF and he was my SBF because he was my straight best friend, and his name is Samuel Medina. Now, Samuel Medina, during middle school and high school, would always pick me up from my house and take me to school because carpooling was a thing, and I always loved seeing him pull up in his white, was it your 1970s Mustang? I don't know, but it was a Mustang and it was old school, and I thought you were so cool picking me up in that car. Sam, oh my gosh, I can't even thank you enough for basically being my right-hand man through those times, because when I came out in middle school and full-on gay, coming out in high school, Sam was always there and he did not give a crap. Now with Sam Medina, he's this like cool, chill AF guy, and if you met him, if you had the chance of ever knowing him, you might think he's some kind of butthole, but he's really just a phenomenal guy. And now he's one of the teachers, or a substitute teacher, for one of our old high school, well, one of the old high schools back home. And just thinking of how hot he's become too. And him being a substitute teacher, I'm pretty sure all the high school girls are like lit, because Sam is very, very hot.
3, 2, 1.
Now my lovely and darling 12th person is going to be, you best guess it, Krista. Hello. If you like, you should already know that me and Krista are like go hand in hand. Like, this girl was always so down to do everything when she lived here. Rip. When she lived here, we would always go to Disney every day and close it out or even open it. Coming into the Disney College program in the summer of 2015, 500 applicants actually applied for that summer 11 program, and only 20 got accepted. And it just was really cool that not only was me and our friend Jess, and then Krista. Now, Jess introduced me to Krista, but I didn't know from that point on, Krista was going to be my dang good best friend. You see, with Krista, we've kind of just touched every single Disney entity here in the United States, where it's come to working at Disneyland, and then Disney World, and then going to Aulani in Hawaii, and then visiting the studios and animation, and just doing all things Disney. We kind of became the Disney BFF goals. Krista, I love you. Thank you so much for being one of the reasons why I am here and alive and well today. And thank you so much for giving me magic, and obviously providing people with magic, because obviously you are in Disney fairy tale weddings. That's so cool. Okay, love you. We are finally here on the last reason, 13 out of 13. And can you take a guess on who that is? The 13th person on my list, best for last, is going to be my sister, Claire. Oh my God. How can I not put my sister on this list? Literally. Claire, I love you, hands down. And you being there for me and me being there for you is, honestly, our relationship as brother and sister is beyond this world. I think it was definitely made to be, because your name is Claire and my name is Francis, and we were both named after saints. And it just so happens that Saint Francis and Saint Claire are both best friends when they were alive. So I feel like we've kind of just reincarnated into that. Thanks, Mom, for giving us those names, because now me and my sister, like, let's say this. If MySpace was still a thing, Claire would definitely still be my #1 person out of my top 13. Yep, I knew HTML code, so I can have 13 out of 13. It didn't have to be 12, because I was good like that. But Claire, thank you so much for everything that you've provided me in my life. You've been such a rock to our family, and I want you to know that you're not undervalued. You are so strong and so lovable and so perfect and so beautiful. And I need you to know that you loving yourself and transferring that to me is just like, wow. But I love you. I cannot believe that we are here still today, being best friends as ever. And yeah. Talking about 13 reasons why, I want you guys to know that your feelings are valid. Regardless of what anyone says, you have the right to be heard, and you have the right to seek all these types of help that the world offers. Like, you are never alone. Like, I promise you that life is so much better after high school or after all the things that you face negatively. So I just want you to know that you're never alone, and that you are so loved, and your life is so important. Just remember that you have a story to tell, and that whatever small town, city, village, or wherever you are living, and if it's such a shitty place, like, remember that you can get out of that situation, and that you can find help, and that there will always be help and someone willing to help you out over there. You should just remember that nothing should ever lead to the way that whole show ended. Like, literally, that shouldn't even be an option. Like I said, just remember to always love yourself, and find the friendships that are valuable to you, and keep those near and dear. Anyways, I'm gonna end up this video before I start crying, because that whole show is just so emotional. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video. And you know what? Tell me a story about who are the most influential people in your life. Like, I would love to hear. And obviously, if you guys have any tips on people who are going through this, just leave them in the comments below. And just know that I will always be here for you. And don't forget to always, always, always love yourself, okay? I'll see you guys later. I love you so much. Bye.